All right. Let's pan back to me. Woo! Another one. Another one. Let's get this on. Is it on? All right, cool. So things set up. All right, cool. Like and subscribe. This is Levi Pearl. I appreciate you a lot. All right, cool. So here we go. I keep forgetting to put myself on acoustics. My bad. Pause. To me. All right. So like and subscribe. This is Levi Apparel. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. So let's do this real quick. Um, let's set this up. First thing we're gonna talk about today about this viral video with this guy that apparently got well, let's say things weren't too good for him. Bam. There we go. Let's roll it out. Let's roll it out. Yeah. All right. So viral video goes out. This guy apparently, well, she'll tell you.
Aggressive arrest
Link also in the
right here in
description.
Jacksonville. It has garnered hundreds of thousands of views on social media today. And we want to show you what we're talking about. This is the video. This man is 22-year-old William McNeil Jr. He was caught on camera getting his window broken by some Jacksonville sheriff's officers while they this was a traffic stop. And then he's punched in the face at least twice during the course of this video. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office telling us that McNeil was pulled over for not having his headlights on while it was raining. McNeil refusing to get out of the car when told to by police officers. Now, within the last 2 hours, we're learning McNeil, the driver, hired 2 high-profile civil rights attorneys, and that's where our Zach Wilcox comes in. He's joining us in the studio tonight. And Zach, you spoke to one of the attorneys.
Yeah, Jess, I talked with Harry Daniels, one of the attorneys that he brought in, who said he feels the officers were out of control here, and he feels the only person who was in control in this situation was McNeil. Now, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters announced the agency is investigating the video to figure out the circumstances of what happened. And with that context, let's take a look.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right?
The video from this past February begins with William McNeil Jr. explaining to a Jacksonville Sheriff's officer, who you can't see on camera, that an officer pulled him over for not having his headlights on.
There's no rain.
It doesn't matter.
I asked First Coast News crime and safety analyst Ken Jefferson about the headlights law.
What was the probable cause for the stop? The statute for...
All right, before he continues, hold on, let me make this. Oh boy, hold up. There we go. There we go. All right, so before he continues, I gotta say this. You know what? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hey Google. The man in Louisiana that got punched by police. What was the crime? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So, this is going viral because apparently something that happened 2019, a guy who was called Ronald Green, a black man who died during in the state of Louisiana. Apparently it was a police custody in 2019 after being shackled, wow, bitten and tased by troopers. So that was a long time ago. Now something like this is happening, right? But every time these things happen, it's on the extreme. However, I want to say this, right? I'm trying to find it. Well, anyways, I already know it. So the guy that got pulled over, number one, he was driving on a suspended license, right? So hold on, let me find it. Hey Google, what happened in Louisiana when you drive with a suspended license? All right, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Okay, here it is.
Is a misdemeanor that can result in jail time up to 6 months, fines up to $5,000 depending on license type, and an extension of your license suspension for an additional year. Penalties can be more severe for commercial licenses or if your license was suspended due to DWI convictions.
All right, so you heard it. So he was number one driving with a suspended license. Now, the problem is not. I mean, it's strange. the The issue that apparently this video is going viral for is the fact that the guy got punched. So, hold on 1 second. 1 second. I'm trying to get everything right because. Hey Google, does the police have a right to punch you if you are driving without suspended license? That's the question that I have.
No, police do not have the right to punch you if you are driving with a suspended license. Police are only permitted to use reasonable and necessary force to gain control of a situation or make an arrest. Excessive force is illegal.
That's where he is saying the problem is because he got punched. So supposedly, right, based on the video that he has of his own footage that is being displayed, he got punched, right? So the whole time the issue was he was not able to hold on 1 second. All right, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna. I gotta charge my headset. All right. Now I got the headset charging. What time is it? Oh, it's getting late. It's getting really late. All right. All right. Let's finish this off. All right. So, all right, we're back. We're back. We're back. Woo! All right. Okay. So the guy gets pulled over. They say some stuff that is reasoning why they pulled him over, right? Some of the stuff, it depends on what their laws are, if it's founded or not. But anyways, we're gonna find out when this is all over. Not now, when his case is all over. So apparently, as he was driving on a suspended license. Now, when your license is suspended, from what I know, in my state especially, your your plate can just deactivate, right? And then you have to go back to activate it, right? I use the word deactivate on purpose. It doesn't cancel, it just deactivates. It's just not active. So once you get everything cleared out, you can go and activate it. Obviously, you want to talk to your insurance, let them know, hey, listen, I have a pause. I want to pause on my plate because right now, license is suspended. I'm not driving, so my plates are inactive, and therefore I can't drive. So just pause my insurance, right? So you can do all those things, but this guy apparently went on the road and started driving with a suspended license. Now, we're at a time that's crucial that you got to get your paperwork correct. You have to get your paperwork in correct order, right? So apparently something happened, his license got suspended, and he started driving. Now, this is where the police comes in. They read your tags. I mean, it's a common thing. Everybody knows that. They're gonna read your tag. Your tag meaning your license plate. Your license plate is connected to your license. So they seeing your license plate is inactive, and also you have an inactive license. That means they have now rights to pull you over, because if you're driving with a not, so you have to think about it like this, right? A regular person is on the road. God forbid this guy gets into an accident with him. It's gonna be hard for that person to sue for liabilities and all this stuff, because he has, I mean, his car is illegally on the road, right? So since it's illegally on the road, he's basically a danger to the public. So I'm not saying this to say he was in the wrong, right? I'm saying this because he should not have put the public and law enforcement in a situation where this would escalate. Not at the present time. I'm talking about him literally getting on the road causes a situation of the police pulling him over and these issues starting, right? And then also on top of that, when the police tell you something, right? If it's legal, comply. I use that word nicely, right? If it's legal, because, I ain't trying to get in trouble by it. Yeah, if it's legal, comply. So the issue is, he went on the road. He has a suspended driver's license, right? The cause for that, the police saw him, read his plates, pulled him over, right? Where it got escalated was when the police gave him commands, because the minute that, what I was trying to find from Google is this, right? So the rule is this, where I am in my state. If you're driving on a suspended license, I don't know about anywhere else, the police has a right to pull you over. Once they pull you over, they have a right to tell you, get out of the car. After you get out of the car, they have a right to actually tow your car, right? If it's not your car, or you have a family member or somebody, right? They can actually tell you, hey, listen, I don't want to tow your car. Is there anybody that can come pick it up? And put it in a location where it's safe and you can't drive it, right? Or you want to be driving anyways because you have a suspended license. Normally when you're, nice to police, this happens. A friend or a family member comes pick up the car that has a legal license, brings the car wherever it needs to be. Potentially, they may allow you to go with that person because you're not driving, so now it's more of a safe situation, right? Because the insurance is still going to be on the car if you haven't removed it. And if the person was to get into an accident, their license will take care of any issues, right? Because the insurance will say, okay, the person was driving was a legal person to drive, this and that. Okay, cool, fine, right? That's supposedly, I don't know, supposedly. I'm just a YouTuber, right? So now it becomes a problem because he was, to say it mildly, he was in his own world. He was in his own world. So he was, based on the video, he was doing his own thing. Let's just say it like that. The police took that as, wait, you're not complying to me? Okay, cool. Now we have to go to excessive force, right? Now, they need him out of the vehicle to tow it, or if that's the case in that state, right? And also, he needs to get out of the car. It's not that he has a choice of getting out of the car. He needs to get out of the car. Like, they getting real. You can't be in the car because they're law enforcement. When you are in the car, you are now actively committing I guess I say maybe activity that's not legal in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not supposed to have a suspended driver physically on the road in a vehicle. Since they're law enforcement, they have to enforce that, right? Now, by telling him get out of the vehicle, I would comply. Get out of the vehicle, right? Hey, listen, you're driving illegally on the road. We're gonna have to impound your car, which is towing it. Or do you have a family member that can come pick it up because you can't drive the car? Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, no problem. Right? Where's it being towed? This location. All right. I don't have any way to get around. The tow guy is gonna have you sit there, and then when they tow and drop the car, wherever they drop it at that lot, you can now, get an Uber or whatever, right? Now, these are things that could have happened. Instead, this happened. Hold on, let me go back real quick. Let me go back.
Pulling someone over for driving without your headlights is
Was in control in this situation was McNeil. Now, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters announced the agency is investigating the video to figure out the circumstances of what happened. And with that context, let's take a look.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right?
The video from this past February begins with William McNeil Jr. explaining to a Jacksonville Sheriff's officer, who you can't see on camera, that an officer pulled him over for not having his headlights on.
There's no rain.
It doesn't matter.
I asked First Coast News.
In this situation, they're saying these things to just let them know, hey, listen, just, in my opinion, I think they just try and tell him something that he would be like, oh, really? Okay, cool. Anyway, I don't know. Let me just let it finish. Professional talk.
Crime and safety analyst Ken Jefferson about the headlights law.
what was the probable cause for the stop? The statute.
It doesn't matter.
I asked First Coast News crime and safety analyst Ken Jefferson about the headlights law.
What was the probable cause for the stop? The statute for pulling someone over for driving without your headlights is if it's foggy, if it's smoky, or if it's raining, or if there's any kind of precipitation. Based on the video that I watched, it looked as though the sun was out.
McNeil then asks to see the law, and the officer says he'll show it to him when he agrees to step out of the car.
If an
Okay, so the lawyer just explained, listen, he didn't comply because, I mean, you're looking at the image right now. You can see the police officer in the mirror. I mean, while he's sitting in the driver's seat, you can see the police officer behind the window of the car seat, the car door. Yeah, there we go, the car door. Now, it's showing you that this is daylight. Obviously, it's daylight. You can see him. It's daylight, right? So because of that, since you have visibility, you can see, it's not really reasons to say, hey, get out of the car. Basically, right?
officer asks you to get out of your car on a traffic stop, just comply. You're not going to win an argument on the street with an officer, so don't go back and forth with them.
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it. Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
Okay, that's the part that they're saying is not, what word can I use? Is excessive force, right? So, according to what I found out is this, right? If you are doing something that is considered not legal and the police has to actually take charge when they give you a command, you follow. If you don't follow, they have to meet the force with the amount of resistance you're giving, right? That's what I found out. So at this point, they told him to exit the vehicle. He chose not to. They broke the window and they asked them again, right? Supposedly. So as they're asking him, they punch him. I think that's where this whole video is going viral, and they're saying, hey, you can't do that because this is not considered excessive force. And that's where he's like, yo, they violated my right. And this is why this video is going so viral, because at the end of the day, is he really the police officer? Is he really violating his right by punching him because he's trying to get him out of the car. He's refusing to get out of the car. Now, this is where, for them, the police, it's now becoming debatable because we need to do our job. You are now illegally in a vehicle that you're not supposed to be driving, that you're not supposed to be in. And as law enforcement, we have to remove you from that vehicle. And then this is where they're saying, okay, that's why we went above and beyond. We did excessive force. Now, kudos to this guy, man. He took one to the chin. Woo! He took one to the chin. And I think that, but he did not react. Now, since he did not react, the reaction that the police officer, what the police officer did in his reaction is now where it becomes debatable because he was not being aggressive. He was not, now granted he's not listening to instructions, but he was not being aggressive. He was just not saying anything, not doing anything, and they could have found another way. They could have found another way. They could even have a police vehicle just barricade his car, have another one in the back, right? Now, his car is immobile, right? It can't go anywhere. I mean, these are stuff that's, man, I agree with the lawyer, man. Listen, they tell you get out, just get out. Just get out. But is this legal for them to punch him? And that's where it's debatable. He's not listening to any command. What are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? He's not listening to any command at all. Like, that's where it becomes a problem, because if they tell you do something and you obviously know your place or your tags are not supposed to be on the road, your license is illegal, and you're not even supposed to be operating your vehicle. Oh, by the way, in case you guys didn't know, his license was suspended. His license was suspended. So, he's not supposed to be on the road, according to what I found, right? So, he's not supposed to be on the road. Now, is this fair that they dragged him, he got punched, and excessive force was used? The minute they got him out of the vehicle, this is where I think, anyways, let's just play it.
Show me your hands.
Here.
His hands is up. He had his seatbelt on. That's the other thing. He had his seatbelt on.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir?
Now,
What is your reason?
Him,
Step out now. All right.
right?
No.
Now, when they say this dude said, "Oh no, damn, whoa, that is crazy." Okay. Damn, that sucks. Okay. The fact that they took him out of the vehicle, now they're basically subduing him to get him on the floor. Now, when they're being more excessive, if he's complying, now it becomes an issue because he's out of the vehicle, right? So, okay, rewind. Before, he was in the vehicle illegally because he's not supposed to be on the road with a suspended license with a vehicle. They got him out of the vehicle, although excessive, but they got him out of the vehicle. They get him to the floor. That's because they have to either put a cuff on him or subdue him, right? So now he's out of the vehicle. This is where problems happen. The fact that he's out of the vehicle, I'm not police or anything like that. I'm just a regular YouTuber. The fact that he's out of the vehicle, based on what I found out, they have to be careful on the amount of force that they're using, because if he's complying and doing what they say, and they go above and beyond and not meeting every challenge with the same challenge, then it becomes a problem. All right. Okay.
Why did you use that type of force when a person is not being combative, physically combative, or actually resisting you physically?
Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters issued a statement saying, in part, quote, "We have launched an internal investigation into it and the circumstances surrounding this incident. We hold our officers to the highest standards and are committed to thoroughly determining
Oh, this was in
exactly what
Florida.
occurred.
Exit the vehicle now.
The driver's attorney, Harry Daniels, says it took months for his client to recover.
His tooth went through his lip at some point, and he had to get stitches. Been slammed on the ground. He suffered a closed head injury.
I asked Daniels what the ideal outcome would be now that his law firm is involved in the case.
The officer that punched and beat him, and the ones who watched and they do nothing, should be held to the same rule of law that everybody else is held to. So arrest and prosecution, that's a perfect world.
A spokesperson with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office told me he wasn't aware of any official complaints filed with the department for this incident. Daniel says they'll likely host a press conference this week, which we'll make sure to share with you. Zach Wilcox, first.
Woo! That was a wild video. That was a wild video. Damn. Listen, when the police comes over to whether it's to pull me over for anything or just to like say, hey, listen, I don't know, you were driving whatever, right? Lights or whatever. First thing I do when the police is coming to my vehicle is this. I make sure my registration is in hand, my wallet is already out at hand, because you never know, they could just say, hey, can I see your registration? Right? Because they have already pulled your tags, so they can see your license, they already see your plate. Some officers just like, yeah, let me just see if you have your registration on hand. All right, cool, you're good to go. Yeah, your tail light is out, you might want to fix it. All right, we just send you out with a warning, right? But before that, when they come to the window, this is the first thing I have in my hand. I have 10 and 2, right? My seatbelt is already on because I was driving with it on. I don't like driving without seatbelts, right? I got my papers in hand, and I'm ready. Windows already down before the officer even tells me put the window down. Like, windows already down. As they approaching, they can see me in the rear view mirror of the driver's side, and there's a reason why that rear view mirror is there besides just for your safety and to see if cars are coming. The other reason why it's there, so when the police officer is coming, right, they already see you. Your hand is on the, well, they might not see your hand on the steering wheel, but they see you, physically see you, right? And since they physically see you, then it indicates that, oh, his window is either down or his window's not tinted. That's number one, because if your window's tinted, they have to see if it's legally tinted. So that's why you want to put your window down. Forget that whole tinted stuff. So that's why you want to put your window down, make sure everything's there, right? Now they approach you, they see you physically, and first thing they notice is seatbelt, 10 and 2, and your paper on hand. Listen, these officers, to tell you the truth, right? If I was doing their job, I don't know you. I don't know what you have. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who you are. I'm just doing my job, and I know you may not want me to do my job. So I gotta be cautious, right? In my opinion, right? So it's good to follow the law. Do what you're supposed to, right? 10 and 2, license, registration, all that stuff on hand. So the minute they come in, they're in front of you, they look at you, automatically it's a, whew. Out of all this day, I've been dealing with some bad drivers, and this guy has everything I need. Oh man, I can just get this stuff done and just go home. I can go to my family. You know what I'm saying? So they have, I don't know. I don't know. But when you have all this stuff set, what time is it? Am I gonna be able to do this shirt today? 1:42. Oh dang it. Anyways, so now they take your papers, whatever they need. Come back. Hey, listen, I'm gonna give you a warning, or I'm gonna give you a citation, or I'm gonna just let you go, or whatever it may be. But at least you've helped them remove that fear factor. Like, they don't know who you are. They have no idea who you are. Like, make sure you have everything at hand, ready to go, and comply. You know, hold on. Let me see if I can get it from Google. Hey Google, If I'm driving with a suspended license, what can happen to my car, and does the officer have a right to take me out?
In Massachusetts, if you're driving with a suspended license, your car can be towed and impounded, and your license plates may be confiscated. An officer generally has the right to remove you from the vehicle, and you can face significant penalties, including fines, additional license suspension, and potential jail time.
See? Like, come on, guys. We gotta be correct, because when you're not following the law, things happen, you can't complain, right? However, it's always good to go to a lawyer if you feel that you were not properly handled, because, officers have to follow the law too. You know what I'm saying? So, with that said, like, subscribe, check out the rest of the video, but or go look at it again, replay it, do what you need to. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's pin on to me, and then after that, that's it. I gotta make a shirt. But yeah, that was interesting. That was very interesting. Yeah, that was very, very interesting. But yeah, so this guy, man, I feel bad for him, but apparently, he got tackled, punched, and now he's trying to get it back. He's trying to get it back. He's saying the police officer was too excessive. Well, officers were too excessive in their behaviors, and that's basically what this whole thing is about. All right, cool. Let's go to the next subject. Ricoma embroidery machines.
Just news.
All right, that was a great video. Do I have time for that? Actually, no, I don't have time for that. I'm just gonna make a shirt for somebody. It is what it is. We'll talk about that later. All right, guys, back to regular scheduled program. Somebody wanted me to make a shirt for him. I have to hurry up because time is flying. What time is it? Yikes, 30:46. Okay, should take me a few minutes. I just need to. So I'm using, this is a Gildan shirt, and it's a medium. I'm doing it for somebody. All right. In case you guys don't know, on the channel, I do like I try to do some like stuff on like local news and everything that's going on, as far as like what may seem to be viral, or like any news on like you know things that's going on in the world. Because I understand that even though I do stuff on t-shirts, t-shirt designs, not everybody, it's a subject that's played too much. So, it is what it is. So at the end of the day, like, I wanted to like change it up a little bit, but also you see what I do. Like, I make t-shirts, I do t-shirt designing for people and stuff like that. So if you interested, check out the channel, leviapparel.com. But yeah, cool. So I'm making this shirt right here. So I had made a shirt, and it had Malcolm Jamal Warner on it, and apparently somebody wanted it. It was a friend, so I told him, okay, since you're a friend, I can do it for you. And they wanted in a white shirt, medium. So I'm basically getting ready to do that. Okay. So once I'm done, we're gonna close it up. All right. Time is it? Yikes. Hopefully this is... Right now I'm just waiting for the heat press to warm up to what the level that's supposed to. And then after that we can get ready to go. But man, that was a crazy, crazy video. Wow, this dude really got punched. He got punched. His tooth was knocked out. You know, could it have been less excessive? Possibly. Possibly. I don't think he needed to get punched. Maybe pulled out. You know, because he wasn't making any movement. They could have easily like opened up the door, unbuckle him, remove him, right? I mean, you still have to tackle him to the ground to get him to, you know, handcuff or whatever, right? Or to detain him. But at the end of the day, some of the stuff, in my opinion, it seemed like it was a little excessive. However, you know, they are doing their job, and they know what's warranted as far as like force, and they're supposed to. So yeah, it is what it is. But wow, that's sad. That's sad. That's sad. Hopefully he gets the justice he wanted, and hopefully also he gets the justice he deserves. That means it's 150. All right. Is this thing done yet? Got some more shirts. So pretty soon my thing is like I got more shirts so I can talk about a subject, make a logo based on that subject, and then put on the shirt. So a t-shirt logo. Is that heat press ready yet? Oh, almost getting there. We getting there. We getting there. What else? What else? Can I have talked about the Recoma Brita machine stuff? Looks like I got a text. My guy said noise. We need that too. Yep. Alright. Is that done? Alright, well, either way, we gotta press the shirt. So whenever you have the shirt, there's usually wrinkles in it. Just get it ready. Let's close this up. Alright, it's an auto press. That's what I use as far as like my setup. Oh, also guys, check out Frackles. Oh man, I'm messing up the name. Fractals.com. They do screen printing, supplies, and they're really good. All right. So you know what? I have time for that. I can just play it real quick. All right. Hold on. All right, cool. While I'm waiting for the heat press to completely finish, check out Fractals. Yep, fractals.com. Right?
This is the fractal.
This is what he does.
This is the fractal. This is the entire subspace of we have defined the electric force, the
So by the way, all this he created by himself. This is the actual owner. This is the person who created every single piece to that machine, right? from the heat press to the setup to the railing to the actual platens where the shirts go, everything. It was done by him. So check him out, right? This is YouTube channel, Fractals, right? You can go to fractals.com. So his YouTube channel is Fractals Print Pods. Fractals Print Pod. Check him out. Check out his YouTube channel. And also go to fractals.com. That's FRAQTALS.com. Fractals.com. Where you can see all the stuff that he has. I'm actually planning on getting his X Pod that he has set up because I already have machines. And although that'd be great, it's I already have machines, so I want to be able to support a brother, and that's why I'm getting the X Pod right there because it's modular. Sorry, words messing up. It's able to go on my screen printing machine already, and I can just modify it with just that simple idea of just putting his X Pod right there, and I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Check him out. Check him out. Check him out. Let's replay that right quick. Let's replay that real quick. Let's see that. So right now he's got, this is a DTF transfer. That is a heat press right there. And what did he do? Combine it.
What they've been doing in these, none of it comes up to this. If I'm gonna throw modesty aside, it doesn't come up to this. This is the fractal. This is the fractal. This is the entire subspace of we have defined the electric force, the gravitative force, the contractive force of the universe, the micro, and patented it. This is the gift that mankind has been waiting for. I don't care.
All right, cool. So you saw it right there. Check them out, fractals.com. All right, cool. That was my shameless plug. You feel me? All right, let's get that on there. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. All right, back to me. Bam. Fractals. Check it out, guys. This guy's doing innovative things. All right, check him out. Check him out. All right, so we got the shirt measurer to make sure everything's properly aligned. Right, put it right there. And bam, it's at the right location. Again, this is what we're using. The shirt I made before somebody wanted. It's Malcolm Jamal Warner, rest in peace. Alright. What time is it? Yikes, gotta go, gotta go. Alright. Alright. Okay, cool. So I'm using a DTF printer. This is a DTF sheet. It's from my Epson. This one right here, my Epson 15,000. Epson 15,000. Right now, I'm just trying to remove all the heat from it, so I can just peel it out. Normally I put it aside, and then from putting it aside, the heat dissipates, and then I just remove it. So let's alright, cool. Here we go. reheat it, and then it should be all set, ready to go. Time is it? Yikes! Time for me to run. Right, that's it. Alright, cool. There it is. There it is. Bam. Bam. Alright. Shirt is done. Shirt is done. We're good to go. Order complete. Alright, cool. Cool. So, like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. We're out. That was a good show today. That was a good show.